So our identity is wrapped up in who we put our faith in and who we confess as Lord. Do we confess Caesar as Lord? Do we confess somebody on this earth as Lord? Do we have another Lord that we serve? Or do we have the one Lord that we serve? And Paul addresses this issue in Romans chapter 10 when he says, if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, Paul says, you'll be saved. Now, then again, you have to understand the context. You have to understand what Christians were about to deal with and maybe possibly already dealing with. It was an ultimatum. It was a matter of saying, are you going to confess the Caesar, whomever that was, Nero or whoever at the time, as Lord? Or are you going to confess Jesus as Lord? Because if you confess one of the Caesars as Lord, the emperor as Lord, then you might very well lose your life. You will die for that confession. But you will die in a way that is beyond death. If you confess the emperor as Lord, you're going to die in the eyes of God. You're not going to be part of his family because you have denied Jesus. But if you confess Jesus as Lord, you're going to die. But you're going to die at the hand of the Romans. They will kill you. They will take your life. But you will save your life. Your life will be spared. Your life will be spared in the sense that you will have eternal life with God forever. Your life will not come to an end. For the Christian who confesses Jesus as Lord and loses his life for that confession. And that's what Paul is probably dealing with. If that's not already part of the Roman church's issue, it soon will be. Look at verse 10. He says, for with the heart a person believes, resulting in righteousness. With the mouth he confesses, resulting in salvation. For the scriptures say, whoever is in him will not be disappointed. For there is no distinction between the Jew and the Greek. For the same Lord is Lord of all, abounding in riches for all who call on him. For whoever will call on the name of the Lord will be saved. Paul is telling Christians in Rome that those who continue to confess, continue to believe, those are the ones who are righteous. Those are the ones who are saved. It's not a matter of, then again, their heritage or their lineage. It's not a matter of whether they are keeping the law of Moses. It's not a matter of whether they've got a perfect keeping of moral principles. Those things are important, maybe, to some degree. But they're not the ultimate thing. They're not the most important thing. The most important thing is this confession of faith in Jesus. That's the most important thing. That's how we identify as people who relentlessly, continually, without waver, confess Jesus as Lord. That's what we do. That's who we are. Those are the ones who are of God, are the ones who continue despite the consequences, despite what may happen to us.